Hi there. Today in our video, we're going to talk about one of the biggest stressors that most graduate students face, which is managing the multiple roles and role demands. Graduate students are oftentimes managing the various roles of being a student, a researcher, and an instructor, along with managing personal roles and identities such as being a partner, family member, friend, employee, and community member. The juggling of multiple roles and identities can oftentimes lead one to feel stressed and pressure, which leads to feelings of guilt, shame, and imposter syndrome. In this video, we're going to discuss several things you can do to help you manage the continuous juggling of multiple roles that you may have in your life. The first thing you can do in managing the multiple roles and juggling different demands is give yourself permission to drop the ball from time to time. Just because you drop the ball doesn't mean you can't pick it back up at a later date and time. You will oftentimes be prioritizing your roles based on current demands and needs, which may lead one role or demand to have more of your focus and attention. Just because there is more focus in one given area at any point in time doesn't mean the other areas of your life do not have value or significance. It just means that we can only handle so much at any given point in time. There will be time and a place where those other roles, identities, and demands will become the priority and focus of your attention. A second thing that you can do is look for ways that your roles may overlap and how they can support one another. You will oftentimes feel pulled in multiple directions as a student, researcher, but also as a parent, family member, and loved one. Look for ways that your roles can overlap so that you may be able to get multiple things done at one time, such as you're needing to prepare for an exam, but you want to spend time with your family members. How about having your family members quiz you for your exam? Or maybe you're wanting to get out with nature and exercise, but you're also wanting to hang out with your best friend. Set up a friend date that includes going hiking or a bike ride or a walk along the beach. Also, utilizing those little gaps of time in between classes, research meetings, instruction, where you can get some of that studying done or prep work done so that it may free up more time in the evenings to spend with your family members, friends, loved ones, or even time for yourself. And lastly, is there ways that your research can overlap to support your coursework? So utilizing your research project for papers and other group assignments so that you're essentially being able to cross multiple things off your list at one time. The next important tip in managing your multiple roles and role demands is creating a routine and managing your time as much as possible, but also knowing where you can be flexible. Remember, we cannot control time. We can only manage what we do in the time that we have available. We always need to plan for unexpected interruptions, which may require us to switch our roles where we didn't originally anticipate. Planning ahead is so key. Managing responsibilities both personally, academically, and professionally will be very time-consuming. Try to have a general outline of how your week is going to look, as well as day to day. This will allow you to know what to anticipate and how to communicate this to others. When you have multiple things that need to get done at once in a lot of different areas, engaging in chunking or the Pomodoro technique can also be very helpful. This is where you break things down into smaller chunks so that you can make progress in smaller parts across multiple areas. Know your working style and what is helpful in making you successful in managing your time. And lastly, when we talk about time management across multiple roles, communication is so vital. Having a strong support system at home, at work, and in school is important. Communicating and educating those in your life about your academic schedule and commitments is going to be important so that you can know how to set up expectations and boundaries when needed, but also in planning your personal life so that you're not losing touch of those things that are important while also managing your demands around being a graduate student. And the last tip we want to give you is manage stress and engage in self and personal care. This can be one of the hardest things to do as a graduate student, but is also the most important. Find time and space in your busy schedule where you can focus on you, even if it's only for a few minutes. Also, make sure you prioritize and focus on maintaining things in your life that bring you value and purpose. You won't be able to do everything, but keeping a hold of those things that are most important to you is going to be key in surviving graduate school. Being a graduate student can be very demanding, but it's also rewarding. Remember to acknowledge all of the things that you do day to day and engage in moments of peace where you can. Always remember that the Counseling Center is here to support you if you're ever in need. For more information about our services and resources, check out our website at counseling.uci.edu or call our front office at 949-824-6457. Good luck, graduate students, and we wish you the best of luck.